Greetings, humans, earthlings, friends, aloha, shifters, beautiful dreamers within this matrix. Thank you once again for tuning in. My name is Brendan, and we're going to do another daily tarot card reading, a daily 906 tarot card reading. And thank you so much for everyone for joining into this. Since we're doing this live on Facebook and posting it to YouTube afterwards, we're just going to do a standard routine where we give people a few minutes to be able to join in. I apologize only for the fact that today's broadcast didn't necessarily begin at 9:06. I was busy in the astral realms, so to speak, so you'll have to forgive me. But nonetheless, we're recording this a little bit later, but still in the now, and we're going to be able to move through this. And thank you again so much for joining in. So what we're going to be doing, just as an introduction, we're going to be reading from the tarot deck, and those of you who may be new, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the Ananda tarot deck, which is this here, and I know it's going to appear backwards for you, but the Ananda tarot deck is what we're going to be using. And this is another opportunity for us to be able to basically get a message from the universe. So every time that we do a tarot card reading, whether you're doing it by yourself, whether you're doing it like in, just as a group and everything like that, it's a really cool way for the universe to be able to communicate to itself through the language of symbols. And then simply by drawing a card or a few cards, there's the synchronicity which occurs, there's the quantum flux that occurs that allows the universe to just sort of make sure that the message that you need to hear is the one that kind of gets through if you're there to show up for it, if you're there to listen. So we're gonna go ahead and draw this in the next minute, and thank you guys so much for joining in live. If you're joining in live, please feel free to drop your love and leave some alohas and say even some 1111s are always nice to put in there. So, and again, please feel free to share this with your friend, guys, and we're gonna get right through this, and we're gonna draw those in the next second. So just as we move through this, just again as a little reminder for you guys, if you guys are interested, these are the Light Guardian Crystal Pendants, and one of the ways that you can support the Paradigm Shift Central project is through getting these, and they're available for as little as $30 to $60 as an asking price. So it's a pay what you can between $30 and $60. So if you want to pay $30, that's cool. If you want to pay $60, that's awesome. And then shipping is not included. And again, these are practical meditation tools as well, and you can hold them while meditating, and they help you become more aware of your pulse, which you can use as an anchor while meditating. So just reminding you guys about those, and just send me a personal message if you want to get those. So before we do the draw, let's do a quick micro meditation to just sort of allow ourselves to get clear, to empty our cup, and then to continue moving forward with this moment. So just inviting you guys to allow yourself to join in this micro meditation. You can just sit wherever you are, and then literally just for 2 slow, deep breaths, long, deep breaths, just be in your own silence and just allow yourself to be present. So let's do that right now. So in your own pace, go ahead, deep breaths, be here now. Awesome. And gently bring yourself back. You can open your eyes. And we'll go right into this. We will do our tarot draw deck. And I know the previous broadcast of this was almost like 50 minutes long. We'll see if this one can go through just a little bit quicker. Partially because right now, like, I'm just making sure I don't overstrain my throat, because I got like a little bit of a cold that I'm just processing right now. So, and I have to save my voice for tonight's broadcast of Paradigm Shift Destiny School. The topic will be conscious themes within movies, so you guys can stay tuned for that. Link is at paradigmshiftcentral.com. So again, guys, let's go through this. And the other thing is that if anybody missed the past broadcasts, they are on my YouTube channel in an easy to watch playlist. So this is our 6th card that we're doing. We've been doing this for our 6th one. Yeah, we've been doing this for a week now. So awesome, guys. All right, so we're gonna draw a card. You guys say when. I'm gonna pick it, and then I'll draw it that way. So like you guys are doing it too. And basically, the intention we're putting in is just show us what we need to see. So, and again, those of you who've been tuned in before, this is like a way for us to get like kind of insight and inspiration from the universe. What is floating through the cosmic airways right now? So you guys say when. So I'm going to move my hand up and down. I'm going to make some crazy noises. Here we go. So say when, guys. And waiting for the when. There we go, guys. Alright, so today's card is today's letter is it's like Sesame Street or something. Alright, so today's card is, here we go. Today's card is Cups 5. So don't freak out, it's not a major arcana card, but that's okay. We've kind of been spoiled by having a few major arcana cards in the last several draws. So we're gonna open this up to the 5 of Cups. There we go, got it right here. And again, just listen carefully and good. This one is only 1 page, and I'll read it to you entirely in Morgan Freeman voice, because I know you guys love it. Maybe, maybe I'll read it entirely in Morgan Freeman voice. So here we go, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. And yeah, 5 of Cups. So take a look at it and let's hear what it is that we have to receive from it. 5 of Cups. The image. From the depths of the starry heavens, 5 empty cups fall down to a barren landscape at dusk. Meaning. Constant growth and further development are guaranteed in the eternal circle of nature. If all elements are harmoniously balanced with each other, things cannot experience constant increase. If the lake is full to the brim, it will run over. It is not the objects of the material world which hinder man in his advancements, but the emotional attachment to them. The cups empty themselves. Yet, in the infinity of the universe, nothing is too little, nothing is too much. What is viewed on one hand as loss is seen on the other hand as gain. Trusting in the process that holds everything as a whole in balance puts us in the position of being able to let go and give up on one hand, so that something can grow and flourish in the other. So that's very important. I'm just going to reread that last little bit, going back a bit. The cups empty themselves, yet in the infinity of the universe, nothing is too little, nothing is too much. What is viewed on one hand as loss is seen on the other hand as gain. Oh, here comes Morgan Freeman. Trusting in the process that hold everything as a whole in balance puts us into the position of being able to let go and give up on one hand so that something can grow and flourish in the other. Only when we have let go and jammed feelings are the conditions for a free flow of life guaranteed again. I didn't read that properly. Only when we have let go and jammed feelings are the conditions for a free flow of life guaranteed. Only when we have let go of jammed feelings. Oh, okay. Only when we have let go of jammed feelings. Only when we have let go of jammed feelings are the conditions for free flow of life guaranteed again. So letting go of jammed feelings equals free flow of life. Only when we are capable of letting go are we capable of receiving. So that's important. Only when we are capable of letting go are we capable of receiving. It is not until feelings of sadness or pain are accepted and experienced rather than repressed that it is easy to let go of them. The transformation happens in that moment when, free of those burdensome emotions, we are ready to greet the new. So this one's got some very, very important symbolism and astrological significance. Moon, Saturn, quintile aspects. Keywords: learning process, disillusionment, inner growth, new insights, increase of life experience, transformation, release. Traditional meaning: release processes, reduction, ability to change, disappointment, worry, melancholy, developing new abilities, being worn out, farewell. So this is it's kind of, I'll be honest with you, it's really cool that we actually got this card. The reason being is because like you know, in addition to this card kind of representing what's in the universe and everything like that, I went down into my kitchen today and I was just getting some like cereal and stuff and some water. And I was listening to the radio and there was an interview on the radio and there was a guy who they were interviewing, and I shift you not, what he was talking about is exactly what's in this book. And I kind of thought about that because like as I went downstairs, I was kind of thinking, I'm like, like I wonder, like listening to this, I'm like, I wonder if that's going to be something that will appear within the draw today. And it did. And to some people, they would just be like, oh, coincidence, blows my mind. And to me, I'm just like, yeah, that's about right. Like, that's something I'm kind of used to. And even when I was like thinking about starting the broadcast, like I'm like, oh, what witty thing should I say? Because there's like a Bruce Lee button that I'm gonna like show you guys in a second. And then like as I was like watching, as I was thinking, I was just gonna like think about like the idea of like empty your cup, right? And so this is all about that. So let's go over the themes again. What is this about? This is about the process of being able to like I'm just trying to read a direct quote from here. What is viewed on one hand as loss is seen on the other hand as gain. So this is a really important card about being able to empower ourselves through the shifting of our paradigm relative to our past, relative to our scenarios. And we've kind of talked about this before, but it's a common human story where like we'll have to do that. We'll go through a hard lesson and then we will go through a process of perhaps having regrets or perhaps like having just like, you know, disapproval or just like not being totally satisfied with how things went. And then we'll hold on to the story and we'll hold on to the story. And then in the process of doing so, we may not fully open ourselves to the lessons that it is that we need to learn. And then it's through the process of being able to understand that even the things that come to us that appear as loss are in themselves growth, because they give us that opportunity for being able to like find new strength, to find the courage to move through, to find the grace to continue to go forward, to grow up and grow forward. So this is really about like being able to shift our relationship with our past and our future, and really being able to bring in gratitude into each moment, so that in the process of doing so, what is viewed on one hand as loss is seen on the other hand as gain. So the universe has this beautiful way of being able to balance itself out. And so like if you go through an experience and you're just like, oh no, like I lost my job or something like that, that is where one door closes, another opens. Where one story ends, another begins. And it's this perpetual cycle of the universe keeping itself going that is like what this card is definitely reminding us. Trusting in the process that hold everything as a whole in balance puts us in the position of being able to let go and give up on one hand so that something can grow and flourish on the other. So that is like part of the lesson, is that we may do that, where we may like hold on to something, and it may be in the past, it may be an idea, it could even be a relationship. And so I mean, this is like something all of us can relate to, I'm sure, in some way, where you're just like, you know, you're in that situation where you're like trying to hold on to a relationship and maybe it's not really working, or it's just like not fully like coming into fruition or something like that, and you're holding on and holding on. And then eventually, in the process of doing so, you're preventing yourself from stepping into a new relationship. And it's not until you like really let go out of love, not out of necessarily just like, oh, I'm like, oh, this sucks, I've lost. But it's just like, okay, like I am giving myself permission to let go, and I am like doing it out of love for myself, love for the other person. And in the process of doing so, you're opening up the doors to your next relationship to step in. And so, I mean, this is kind of a side thing, but this is like one of the best pieces of advice given to me. It was given to me by like an old man. And he said that, you know, like every great relationship prepares us for our next one. And so you can think of that as romantic relationships, but you can literally think of that as your relationship with anything. Literally, it can be your relationship with anything. It can be your relationship to your material possessions. It can be a relationship to your town that you live in, the relationship with your job, your relationship with like your perception of yourself even, you know, like maybe there's like a big part of your identity that you have and say like it's like related to like a position that you have within your community, and then for whatever reason maybe you lose that position, but in the process of doing so it gives you the opportunity to transform and redefine and recreate who it is that you're going to continue to be, and maybe it's like a continuation of what you previously were, but like a 2.0 version. So this is if not until feelings of sadness or pain are accepted and experienced rather than repressed, that it is easy to let go of them. So this is like a big thing, right? Like sometimes we'll do that. And believe me, like I'm talking from experience and stuff like that, where sometimes, and it's funny because like a lot of times it will be like, usually like the relationships are kind of like what bring out like really heavy emotions in us sometimes. But like rather than just like repressing sadness and repressing anger and be like, no, like I don't want to be sad, keep it away from me. The universe is just going to be like sadness is going to be knocking at your door until you answer it, let it in, and invite it to sit down for tea and really spend time with that sadness and be like, thanks, sadness, I'm glad you're here. Like, what are you here to share with me? And the sadness is be like, oh, well, you know, like I'm here to remind you that like the sadness is a reflection of how much you care. And the sadness is not a weakness, but the sadness is the opportunity for you to step into new strength through your vulnerability and for you to experience the expressions of this beautiful moment. Your sadness in this moment is as beautiful as a flower blossoming in itself. And so bringing in that sadness and even being able to meditate through anger, literally allows you to be able to either let go of it or to alchemize it. And so that's another thing. Like, again, sometimes we have anger. Sometimes we'll like repress our anger. We won't really know how to deal with it. But if we like literally sit with it, you can transform it. You can begin to see, you start like looking like give your anger love. Start loving your anger. In the process of like intentionally working on transforming it. And again, a big part of that comes from that paradigm shift of being able to have gratitude for any moment. And again, we talked about this literally in the last card, but that is such a huge shift. If you can have gratitude in any moment, that like changes your relationship with the code in the matrix, and it allows things to accelerate because the universe is just like, good, they're getting the lessons, let's move on to the next one. Because it's kind of one of these things where the universe will keep bringing you lessons until you get them. And I feel like a lot of people listening to this broadcast have probably got that idea already, but it's still a new idea for a lot of people. But again, like you'll do that. You'll see recurring lessons come up until you really learn them. And again, part of the learning process may be having gratitude or being able to let go or being able to just like openly step into the unknown kind of thing. So, fall in love with the mystery of the unknown. That is such a beautiful thing. And I think that's part of it. So it's like having gratitude for the past instead of just saying like, oh, I regret. Honor the fact that what happened in the past has given you the place where you are now, where you can continue to bring in this new strength to step forward into the future. So like honor the past and fall in love with the mystery of the future. And be grateful for the present. So that's basically what I see that card as. And yeah, this is a very, very powerful card. The transformation happens in that moment when, free of those burdensome emotions, we are ready to greet the new. So do that. Like, bring in the sadness, let it fill your cup, and then empty it. And your cup will be ready to receive what comes next. So honor your emotions. You are human. You are here to experience them. You're here to experience the beautiful mandala of them. If you repress them, they will kick your butt. They will. Like there's a science to it. If you repress them, they will come up. So honor them as you see them appear, and you'll be able to almost in a way accelerate the process so that you can continue to move on to the next lessons. But if you want to like dwell in those emotions for as long as you want, you're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to. So take your time, as much time as you need. That is your gift. Your gift is time. That's a whole another conversation itself. So let's take a look at the symbolism here. Um, okay, so we got 5 cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the sky, and one thing I kind of noticed. So I mean, like we got like the kind of like the sky kind of dissolving. So like, what's going on there, right? Like, what are we kind of looking at here? If one thing, if we want to kind of like look at this, and again, I'm really just interpreting this off the top of my head. What I see here within the timeline, literally the timeline of the sky, is kind of like this frequency wave, and that frequency wave can almost like represent our like relationship to a scenario where it's like kind of like it's good, and then it's like, oh no, it goes down, and then it comes back up again, and then it goes down, then it goes back up, and that's kind of what life will be. Life will kind of be like these like ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. But again, it's when we fall down that we learn how to get back up. And that's a powerful thing. And that strength is something that we share with other people. Other people will be like, whoa, how'd you get so strong? It's because I fell. You know, like that's freaking beautiful. Like that in itself is freaking beautiful. The only way for us to get stronger is to fall. How crazy is that, right? So if you like embrace that aspect of the universe, that's where you will find your strength. In being like, oh shit, like I'm falling, honor that process, and then in the process you'll be able to like find your way back up. You came here, you came here to fall so that you can learn how to rise. Everything that you're going through is a part of your lesson that you created for yourself, even if it doesn't feel like it. You did. Honor it, and then being able to rise through it, rise and ride through it. So again, we kind of got like the sky, we kind of got the night, kind of like day and light, and again, like the cups. The cups in themselves are kind of like an interesting idea because for me that kind of like represents time. So again, like it's kind of like the fractal branches. If you take a tree and turn it sideways, for me that kind of represents time in a lot of ways. But again, you kind of got that little bubble in the middle, that's the now, and then to the one side and to the other side, you kind of got the future and the past. So it's kind of like all of these things kind of funneling into the future, into the past. But whereas like if we were to pick one side, say that's the past, that's the future, like the past is kind of like what we stand on, that's the base of the cup, and then the future is like the open part of the cup, ready to receive the new energies, the new gifts, the new opportunities that are coming our way. From the depths of the starry heavens, for 5 cups fall down to a barren landscape at dusk. So yes, a barren landscape at dusk, falling from the heavens, yet in the process of the sun setting, we learn to rise again. So like the sun, we do rise again each and every day. So again, guys, trust in the process. When one hand is empty, it makes room for what is to be filled in the other hand. Nothing is too little, nothing is too much. What is viewed on one hand as loss is seen on the other hand as gain. Trusting in the process that hold everything as a whole in balance puts us in a position to being able to let go and give up on one hand so that something can grow and flourish in the other. Only when we have let go of jammed feelings are the conditions for a free flow of life guaranteed again. So I like that, the idea of jammed feelings. Check in with yourself. Do you have jammed feelings? Want some peanut butter with your jammed feelings? But you'll know. So again, like the way how to get rid of those jammed feelings is to like honor them, sit with them, process them, cry, let them out, alchemize them. The inner alchemy. That's what it's about. And so literally that can be like sending love to the circumstance that caused you to feel this way. So like even if like remember this is kind of a separate thing, but rather than just saying to someone like, oh, like someone made me sad or someone made me angry, someone made me happy. When you say things like that, you're kind of giving away your power. So check in with yourself because like you are responding out of, you may be responding with sadness, but did that person make you sad? Not necessarily. The circumstance came up and you responded in a certain way, but you make yourself one way or the other. In the same way that you can make yourself grateful, that you can make yourself happy, that you can make yourself stronger in that sense. So like if someone you feel made you sad, send that person love because they are another part of the universe helping you grow. Even if it may be uncomfortable, thank them. Thank them for being them. Honor them. They are where they are in their own process. And if it gave you the experience, whether it's comfortable or not, honor them and let go of your idea that they caused you to feel this way. And in the process of doing so, you will allow yourself to heal, because you will understand that you are like the source point for your emotions. And if you're feeling sad, honor it and choose to feel happy. It's a choice. Fear and love. So there we go, guys. This is a little card for you. This one's super empowering. So with that said, yeah, please feel free, if you guys like want to leave some comments as to like what this card kind of means to you, by all means, absolutely. Mark saying that's Saturn's way of grounding us and saying embrace change. So yes, you guys know embrace change is such an important thing in this life. It really is. So embracing change and creating change, very much so. So we'll get more into the concepts of that in the future, the idea of like creating change. So there you go, guys. 5 of Cups. Shout out to the universe. And then Mark saying, you are me, I am you. I love the part of me that is you. So yes, exactly. We are consciousness, you know, everything's a mirror test. And we are finding ourselves like in everything. So there you go, guys. That's that little tarot reading for today, and we're going to wrap this up. And again, thank you so much for joining in. We'll do a short little meditation to close this off. And remind you guys again, if you guys want to support the Paradigm Shift Central project, you can donate to the team Patreon for the asking monthly micro donation of $3 to $5 a month. Link is in this video info at patreon.com/Brendan Culleton. And in the process of doing so, that is how you get your shifter booster kit. So again, as little as $3 to $5 gets you like a kit worth like over $50 or $70. And here are some of the buttons. So you got your Pinecone Spiral button. This one's one of my favorites. And you got the Flower of Life button. Every button has a Paradigm Shift Central website on it. So it's a holographic link to link people to the project, to the global team, to the real world game. We're playing the game right now, just to clarify. This is part of the game, doing broadcasts and talking to each other. Flower of Life, another rendition of the Flower of Life, Seed of Life. And then here's some awesome Mandela fractal Brock by my buddy Brock Springstead, and really cool stuff there. And this is Bruce Lee, so again, empty your cup, be water, my friends. And here's another one of Brock's art that's got some sacred geometry in the middle with Nelson Mandela. So Bruce Lee reminds you that you are water. You are water. You are flexible. You are malleable. Empty your cup. Be water, my friends. So there you go, guys. If you guys want to get those buttons, just sign up for the team Patreon. The support goes a huge way to help the evolution of the project. And another way, if you guys want, you can get the Light Guardian pendants. They are available as an asking pay what you wish price between $30 and $60. And just send me a message if you're interested in getting those, and shipping not included in that price, but I'll give you more of the information as need be. Just ask me any questions, and they come in blue and green and also in red too. So we're going to finish off the meditation, and holding these while meditating, you put them in your palm, you hold them. I've been using them while sleeping and meditating. You can feel your pulse. You can use that as an anchor point while meditating. So these aren't just awesome things that look cool. They are also like practical tools for meditation to help with either regular meditation and also astral projection and even lucid dreaming. So with that said, guys, we're going to wrap up this broadcast, and I'll just mention a couple things afterwards, or I'll just mention it now. Tune in for the next broadcast we are doing tonight, Thursday, November 24th, Paradigm Shift Destiny School. The topic is conscious themes within movies and media. So this is going to be a really exciting one of my favorite topics, and that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you guys are invited to join in or check it out afterwards. So we'll talk about like Doctor Strange, we'll talk about Inception, we'll talk about The Matrix, we'll talk about Space Odyssey 2001, all of those shifty themes within movies and how they're helping change the world. So you guys are invited to be a part of that conversation, and much love and thank you so much. So I got my Light Guardian pendants. Let's take a moment here to just like remember what it is that we just learned today. So inviting you guys to just take a few moments here. We'll take 2 or 3 deep, slow, long breaths, empty our cup, bring in gratitude into this moment, bring in the love for yourself, the love for your feelings, the love for your past, the love for your future, the excitement for your future. So when you're ready, just take a moment and just connect with your breath in this moment of oneness. Be here now. Go ahead. So embracing the change is the way to be. Open your eyes and you will see that this entire story is just about you or me stepping in through the infinite infinity of finding the courage through the path that lay before us, through the paths that we have traveled, through the challenges that we have seen in the many sorry. Embrace the change and you will see that the infinity is what it's all about. It's meant to be. So finding your strengths in the past is where you will find the opportunity to know that what truly lasts is the gratitude for any moment, the ability to shift, the ability to go within and to allow yourself to simply sit, to sit with your emotions, to honor them as they arise, to be grateful for the cause, and to know that it's through your eyes, that it's through your perception that you invite yourself to change, because through your story that it truly all begins. So check in with yourself to find out what story you are telling, because it is in this process that you will be able to let go, even if it's through yelling or crying, through whatever emotions come up. Honor them as they are, because you are human and you are love. And in the process of falling, we learn how to rise. We step into new strength as we reach our arms for the sky. So put your fingers into the dirt and appreciate where you are. The trivial matters of this life are not the be and all. They're merely just a part. So opening your heart and seeing beyond the illusions, finding that strength to reach new parts of your conclusions, new chapters of a story that open up into new beginnings, doors that open wide into places where you can find what's truly fitting for your character and for your opportunity to become who you truly are, to go out and shift the paradigms and to remind each other of what it is that we truly have come here to start. So much love. Much gratitude for you guys, gratitude to your past, gratitude to your future, gratitude to your presence. Awesome. There you go, guys. And gently open your eyes again. So there you go, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the light guardians out there. You guys are awesome. You guys are doing it. You guys are doing it. Go team. Go out there. Go transmute your emotions. Go love your friends. Go love your enemies. Go transform situations. Go be social alchemists. Go shift those paradigms. Go do free hugs. Go remind people. Go help like other people step into this process of awakening to this bigger picture, and to those little hacks, those little subtle understandings of understanding how this reality comes into form. So, and believe me, love is like such a huge hack within this reality. So transmuting from fear to love, that is why we are here. So it starts within, changes without. So much love, guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in. And again, reminding you guys, you can create your profile at paradigmshiftcentral.com. And through the process of doing that, you can also create your quest journals. And your quest journals are a way for you to document your ongoing shifts in paradigm and share them with a global audience. So create your shifter profile on the main website. And again, you can sign up to support the team Patreon, to support these ongoing broadcasts, the regular ongoing broadcasts, all the other work that we're doing. And you can do that at patreon.com/Brendan Carlton and get your shift buttons, including the Triforce and the Paradigm Shift Sigil. So, and again, let me know if you guys want the Light Guardian Crystal Pendants. And of course, share this video with your friends. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Any other extended insight that you guys have on this card. And stay tuned for the next broadcast, which will be on Friday, November 25th at 9:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch it live on my Facebook channel, facebook.com/SkullBabylon, and you can find the previous episodes if you missed them on my YouTube as well. So, sweet. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And last thing, drop some 555s in the comments, plus your location if you want some new people to add you. For those of you on Facebook, you can do that. So if you see anybody with a 555 for you, please feel free to add them as well. So, guys, thank you so much for rocking it. Much love. Go out there. Go create your journey. Go create some quest journals. Go spread some love. And as always, keep it shifty. Until next time, guys, I will see you in the future. Much love. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful now. And yes, you're doing awesome. You're doing great. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Peace. Beep.